Because right now I am so excited. I have been eagerly waiting for this interview with Sharon, the African Muhonja. What up?
Ta-da!
Welcome to the trend, Daddy.
Thank you.
You know, talk about our moral of the.
Oh, really?
What we will remember after today's show is just Daddy. But
Daddy.
welcome to the show.
Thank you for
First
having
of
me.
all, the African is your name.
It is.
I thought it was like, you know the way everyone has like a nickname or like, so it's your actual name.
It is my name. Everyone thinks I just sat down and came up with a nickname and called myself the African because I'm African. But no, my dad named me the African Muhonja, right from when I was little.
So your nickname was what? What did people used to call you?
Actually, I was bullied for that, so I had to
school?
look for an English name. I don't remember.
Oh, so
the
that's where
school.
Sharon came?
Yeah, that's why I gave myself Sharon because I wanted to fit in.
How did your dad
But
feel?
now he felt bad, and actually I feel bad about it right now if you ask me because the African is such a beautiful name.
So that would have been your first name?
Yeah.
The African? That's so unique and so different. Was it
Clap
why?
for my dad.
Hey, let me clap for your dad.
Yeah,
Wait, so his idea was for you to never forget where you were from, or what was his, thought behind the name the African?
Okay, I asked him and he said he had a premonition of when my mom was pregnant, I think two or 3 months. And then, those days, akuna scan, you just have to wait until the time comes, you confirm the gender. So my dad said he had a vision that he would get a girl, and the girl would be so African, would love African stuff. And he actually felt like for him not to forget the dream, he had to name me that.
I love it. And you haven't forgotten anything about being African or
Completely.
Kenyan for that matter. So what does Muhonja name mean? I bet it has a meaning.
Not really, because
Okay.
Muhonja is a Maragoli name.
Ah.
And Muhonja loosely translates to she who loves to taste. Because I actually I'm very experimental, and I am always that person who will be running around checking things and asking people, what's going on.
Yeah.
So I come from a clan called Wasagara. Wasagara means the seekers.
Yes.
So I've always linked my name to my clan's name because I'm always seeking for something new. I don't like comfort zones.
Yeah, man, I love that. I love so much the fact that you are, like you don't forget where you come from. My parents didn't really think about my name much. They're just like, Mitani Tuamina, the African Muhonja, and then you grow up to become a person who likes tasting things. Just
I
really
know.
cool. So I was looking through your social media, and on IG, you said, we may disagree on many issues on this planet. We, however, come to a consensus that an African woman is a beautiful piece of art.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you.
Well, now, you celebrate African women, and you generally celebrate women as well through your music. Why is that something that is so important to you?
It is important to me because, one, I'm a woman. And two, being a woman has made me experience so many things in this life that I was questioning myself and asking myself. I can get access to, to medical care. I can get access to good, those things. But then I realized so many women are suffering outside here, and they need just that one person to tell them, you know what, it's okay, don't feel bad, and yes, we are going to come up with a plan that is going to work for us.
Yeah.
So that's why I always supported women, always empowered women. And again, when I was in uni, I got pregnant. And yeah, I was stigmatized and all those things, but at the end of the day, I rose through it. So so many girls who got pregnant in school kept coming to me, and they're like, where did you get the strength to carry through? My boyfriend has left me, my parents don't want to see me, and all those things. And I was like, oh, we need a support group. So yeah, that's how it started.
And that's how it all started. And you also, support women and create more awareness about, domestic violence, and you
Yeah.
did that through your song.
Yeah.
You can tell us more about that.
That was my own experience, and I hate to say it. Unataka nini loosely means, what do you want? You've ever been in that relationship where you keep asking yourself, this guy says he loves red lipstick. When you wear red lipstick, he'll go still look for girls who are
With
wearing
nude.
black, or
Yeah.
nude, you get. So I was at that point where I'm trying to understand, okay, you keep beating me. When I want to go, you don't want me to go, you want me to stay. When I want to leave, you're always crying, begging, saying you're changing. What do you want?
Because I heard, at the beginning of the song, it sounded like you were talking about infidelity.
I know.
Because, you're asking him, what do you want? You want a big derriere, you want a chick who has a big rack, you want one who's smart, one
Yeah.
with a job, one with a business. What do you want? So it sounded like it was infidelity, but it wasn't. It was more so nifanye nini ndo tuweze kuendelea mbele.
Yeah. And pretty much that part talks about how desperate gender-based violence makes you feel as a woman, or even as a man who is in that case. You know, you want to do so much. You keep looking at yourself like you're not good enough. That's why this guy is beating you up. That's why this guy is hurting you. So that's why I'm crying there, you know.
And then, you know, you question whether or not you even, you know, if someone else will treat you the same way, if that's how you deserve to be treated.
Yeah.
So you started questioning yourself. How did you get that strength to walk away eventually? After kumuuliza, ukona hana jibu, na ye mwenye hajui anataka nini, where did you get that strength from?
I think I'm one person who writes a lot. You've seen from my platforms. So I am always writing about my experiences. And when I write, it's like I'm just leaving my sadness, my sorrows. And then I am always thinking about music. So anytime I went through all those trouble and everything, I'll just put music on replay the entire time, for it to soothe my soul. And then I also talked to my mom. I have to admit that I actually had to go for therapy, because I think it was so traumatizing that I stopped functioning the way I normally function. I withdrew. You see, that's not me. I'm not withdrawn. Yeah, so I had to seek therapy at the end of it all. And then finally, one day, you just wake up and you're like, you know what? You had the part where I was saying who you at a new one. One day, it starts with a slap. The next time, you're stabbing each other, left, right, and center. So before ifike hapo, just let me go. Just let me be. Before ifike hapo, if you don't love me, don't frustrate me, don't beat me up, just let me be, let me go. Someone else will love me.
Someone else will love me, and that's the thing that you never really think you can get again, you know, love again. Because there is this, you know, you think he loves you so much, and maybe that's why he's so passionate, and that's why he's so aggressive, but that's not true. To any woman who's watching this show right now, who's in that situation right now, what do you tell her, Muhonja? Or even a man, what do you tell him?
Wow, I would say I understand. And I totally understand how hard it is to walk away, especially when there are children involved, investments involved, and all those things. But my advice is, if it's not working, it's okay to walk away. If nothing, you've tried, you've gone to the pastors, counseling and everything, but he still beats you, she still beats you, please just walk away. It's okay.
Just walk away.
Yeah.
Choose yourself.
Yeah.
Choose yourself. Now, this is the first time you're doing a song in English, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, you've done a number. But most of them are in Lunje, right?
Yeah, Kiluya, yes.
Why? Why did you choose to do this song, especially in a language that people could understand, for more people to get the words?
You're an artist, and you know one thing, that music is a language in itself. So whether I sing in Kijaluo, as long as you're vibing with it, you'll dance to whatever you don't know. You know, for example, that song, the Gangnam Style. You don't know what you're singing, but you're doing your thing there. So for me, I sing in Kiluya because I want people to connect with my emotions, my story, my everything, not really the language itself.
Yeah, you're right though. It is a vibe, like Nigerian music, Afrobeat, Amapiano. We have no idea what they're saying, but it's a vibe. And
I know.
The energy
it is what
you feel. It is what it is, but you like the beat.
I know.
So now, how does it work? Your projects are managed from the States. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you're here, you're based in it. Okay, so explain to me how that works.
Okay. So when you say my projects, we mean the songs that I'm working on in studio, like I record here in Kenya, and then they are transported to the US for mixing and mastering.
Yes. So it's more on the editing side of it, not
the
management.
Editing, yeah. No, even management. My manager is there, is not around. But I love the way we work. We talk a lot for long hours when we are planning for events, projects and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've seen that you've been around as well in terms of like touring, and people really enjoy when you're on stage. You have a whole other life. Now, for people who maybe for the first time, today's when they're watching Muhonja, how could you describe yourself as an artist? Like, who are you? What are you here to present? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
Okay. Muhonja is a female artist. Muhonja is, I play the guitar, kalimba. Do you know what a kalimba is?
No, I have no idea what
I'll
that
show
is.
you afterwards.
Show me.
Kalimba,
Okay.
mbira, udu, marimba, shakers.
Okay, I know the shakers.
You know shakers.
I was like, where is she going with this? I don't know.
I know. So I play those instruments, and I'm an African artist. Like I would call my style, Afrofusion or something, because it's African music fused with some other genre. For example, I can wake up feeling jazzy and I do jazz. I mean Afrofusion or something because it's African music fused with some other genre. For example, I can wake up feeling jazzy and I do jazz, but singing in Kiluya. We imagine your combination.
Ni blend poa kwa sababu that's what you grew up listening to.
I know.
Naamka ni R&B na reggae.
Exactly.
Na ni sawa.
Kwanza me I grew up listening to reggae. Unaona zile kinyozi za ungwaro.
Of course.
Yes. You want to that's why I keep my hair short all the time. Unaenda hapo kwa kinyozi wacheze hizo mangoma kidogo.
Ukisikianga kama unakunyoa, si ndio? And you started playing, guitar for one when you were 7?
I started singing when I was 7, but guitar my dad taught me when I was 14, 15.
Wow, your dad has been such a pillar in your life, and not only for you as an individual, but even for you musically.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Now,
I love him.
something that you didn't even say, in fact, talk to him now. Is he watching the show?
Yes, my dad is watching. Oh my God. Dad, I'm so grateful.
Mwongeleshe na Kiluya, please, ma'am. Sasa unatongelesha, unamwongelesha
Sips
English.
water. Dad, asante. Oh, my dad translates for me because sijui kuongea Kiluya vizuri.
No wonder, okay.
But my dad, I send my dad my whole lyrics and I tell him, Dad, please translate for me. And then my mom pia, but their dialects are different. Wote ni Waluya, but dialects are different,
Najua.
you know.
Yeah.
So, Dad, I'm so grateful. God bless you. Thank you for praying for me. Mom, thank you. My baby, Ayana, watching me. Thank you so much.
All right. And you're also an award-winning activist.
Yes, I
You
am.
didn't even mention that when I was like, who is Muhonja?
See, I was waiting.
Oh,
See, I was waiting. Yeah.
So here we are. So tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Like I said before, I got pregnant when I was in uni. So we started like a foundation. It was then it was called an association, because it was basically about 20 people just meeting, talking, and then tunatengeneza chama, we contribute ile kidogo tunagawana ile ingine yenye inabaki, we say it enda kwa kiti kusaidia mama atakuwa na teseka. So all along, that's what we've been doing for close to 7 years now. That's when this year we decided to rebrand into Muhonja Mujega Foundation. But before that, there was one time there was a nomination and I was nominated for an award. And my people came through. They were like, you know what? You deserve this. And I'm so humbled because I won the WAW, Women Appreciating Women Honorary Award. And my name inducted into the London Hall of Fame.
Oh, snap! Oh, snap! Sip water. I don't have it, but I'm going to just sip my imaginary water. Hello. Usually I get so excited sometimes when people get honored and appreciated and recognized outside the country, because then it tells the people inside the country, hello, there's someone here who's doing something. That's wonderful. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. Look at you.
Thank you.
Hey, nikienda London nitasema ninajua Muhonja.
No, na flip hair.
Please, I need to go into this place and see what it's about. But you've managed to do so well for yourself. And there was a time that you were singing and performing at hotels. You ended up losing that job, but you said it was a blessing in disguise for you to lose the job?
Yeah. Every artist lost their job, especially live performing artists during this time of COVID-19. So yeah, I was amongst them, and I lost many places where I was performing. But then you see, this brought in a moment where we went online. One time I went live and did my thing, and someone spotted me, and this someone was like, wow, you sing very well. Do you have an album I want to buy? And then I said, no, I've not got any to studio, but I sing. And then he said, why? And then I said, I started giving those stories, financial issues, it's expensive and stuff. Then this person tells me, you know what, tomorrow, ukikuwa free, just go and look for a studio that you feel is okay with you. And then when you get it, just do your thing. I was like, Anani enjoy. But as we are speaking, this someone ended up being my manager. That's why we are here, And we've done so many projects. I'm so humbled that this period of time made me sit and reflect and write on so much. And not only writing and keeping them at the bank like it was before. I'm actually recording. I'm actually performing. I'm actually getting interviews like this through that. So yeah, COVID was a blessing in disguise for me.
Well, welcome to the trend. We are so grateful to have had you on the show today, Muhonja.
Thank you.
So talking about these albums, what future projects do you have? I know 2020 is that year that Ilenda left, but what are these future projects that you're working on, and any future albums as well?
Yeah, I'm working on my first album. It's called Naangwa Muhonja. Naangwa Muhonja means my name is Muhonja. So that tells you it's about my experiences mostly. And I like to call it very bipolar because it has extreme highs, extreme lows where I'm crying, and then there are times I feel like, you know what, life is not about crying and sitting here, then we dance. So we are currently working on releasing videos because I've been in studio the entire time, and now we are shooting videos, and we are planning on releasing them and giving you.
And giving us. All right, wonderful. And DJE as well. Osoro, watu wanasema nini kule mtandaoni? Wanasema nini kuhusu Muhonja?
Mbiamono Amina, mbiamono kama kawaida pale Tuta moto imewaka na hatutaki wasima moto. Okay. Wacha hiyo moto iendelee kabisa manake iko na license. Na of course hapa tuko na nikukwambia tu Muhonja is a man. I know Muhonja paite Amina if you don't know. I know Muhonja and I happen to know some people who have been in her life. Yeah, I know ameai kura fair but excuse ilikuwa ni kwamba china yangu ni Muhonja means I can taste really. So tukiendelea ni kwamba tuko na Donrich Oyongo pale kwenye Twitter anasema great work Sharon Muhonja, Moi Uni Class of 2016. Mbiamono kabisa. Tuko na Ghost at Aingunjiri anasema big up Muhonja, tuned from LT I think kama EAL kabisa. Of course Wangui anasema sweet mjamono kwenye hashtag ya Mina. Tuko na Julia Wangui anasema Dorin Nyawira emojis raf and of course kuonyesha tu kwamba meme challenge pale inawaka moto ni ya kwamba tuko na huyu anasema kwenye meme challenge that satisfying feeling of queso siko chop ni kurara 444. Mjamono.
Nikurara, fo. Yes, that is a big tune right now. Keep them coming. The hashtag is here, Amina at the Trend Live. And of course, we're also going to read some of your comments about the meme challenge. Muhonja, in as much as I hate to say goodbye, it has come to that time where we have to finish the interview. But thank you so much for coming through. You were here so early, I have to say that. She was here during the day, and I'm like, Muhonja, manze, you're making me look bad because umekuja before me. Now, for the people who want to support you more, for people who want to attend your shows, for people who want to buy your music and interact with you, how can they get a hold of you?
Let's start by, first of all, my YouTube account or channel is Muhonja Africa, Africa with a K. Please go and watch and subscribe and share and tell your people. Now on Facebook, go and like my page, Muhonja Africa. Instagram for me, Muhonja_Africa. And then to get Unataka Nini as your skiza tune, you just SMS the word skiza, 5800758 to 811, and you'll get it.